I have not done this at all. It blew up. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is Tinker77. We're back on my Mechanical Mastery world. We're over by my reactor and turbine, which have been working very nicely. So you can see the turbine is just spinning away. We've got already in this is filled up, and I believe the storage in this is going up as well. So we're generating a lot of power. That's pretty good. The steam's still there. It's kind of steady. That's good. So everything's looking fine, and this is not depleting at all. We got more water. I've got the 3 water here. I added more pipes just to see if I can get more fluid into there. It seems to be working great. I also was AFK for quite a while, and so I've got a lot of fissile fuel in here. It's fully maxed out at the moment, and it just seems to be running fantastic. It's not overheating. It's nothing's going on. It's just working perfect. So that is nice. So now that we have that, we're going to let that work because we got to get the antimatter eventually, which we need to use the radioactive material for. So we're going to move on here, and we're going to start to go through this quest that we want to do down here. Okay, so right now we got the black iron ingots. We're going to have to go through this route to get antimatter, and the first thing is getting a black HDPE sheet, which is black iron. We've got that, and we'll probably make the system make this for us automatically, but we need to get a sheet. The sheet is in an enrichment chamber, takes 3 HDPE pellets, and that is this process here. So I bookmarked it. We have oxygen kind of already being produced. Don't know about substrate. I haven't looked at that, but we also will need liquid ethylene or flowing liquid ethylene. So liquid ethylene we get from ethylene, and ethylene we get from looks like hydrogen, which we have a lot of, and water, and biofuel. So I think this is what we have to do first, is get this. We can get water from a tank with one of those Evertide amulets. We got hydrogen already, and biofuel. And I've been looking at this, and it looks like we can use a crusher, using a crusher with like a sapling. So that's, I think, the first step. A sapling, a crusher, an EMC thing here. So let's do this again. Probably need a barrel. I always seem like I need my barrel. Actually, let me do 4 of these, and just do 4 of these, and we'll go up the line a little bit so we have what we need here. Okay. Uh-oh, I'm out. What am I out of? Not of that. Oh, really? Why am I? What? Okay. Hold on. Hold the phone. What am I out of? Out of the blue ones, which is just that. I'm out of iron too. Oh no, I'm out of iron. That's terrible. Okay, so we're going to do this the hard way, I guess. That happens. I got to figure out where my iron goes. I put a bunch in there, and I get a bunch, and then it goes away. And the other one, I feel really bad that I have to do this right now, but we're trying to make the EMC links, and these, you got to have these, right? So we already have the purple ones. We need to try to make the red ones, and I need to have charcoal, which is what? Just logs, right? Cooked down. Okay, so we'll do that over here too. So I'll be right back. All right, let's make some of this dust here. I'm just gonna make a bunch of this because we know we use it, right? Okay, that's that portion. And then we're going to make the other one here, which should be very easy if I just put this right here. I mean, I don't care. We need a lot of this. We'll be using it, so let's do that. There we go. Okay, this is an empty tank, and I've got a wither skull on me. I'm not sure why, but we'll make some of this. Okay, there we go. So we said we wanted to get a crusher. So let's see what it takes to make a crusher again. It is a crusher. It takes a machine casing there. It takes 2 lava buckets. So do we have any buckets? We do. Let's go get some lava down here. Okay. Come on, let me down. There we go. 2 buckets. And I know we're going to need the Evertide eventually. So I'm going to just get those buckets of water right now since it's right here. There we go. Okay, so back into here. We're trying to make the crusher again. There is the crusher. Okay. And we're going to need, I know I'm going to need the tank with the Evertide. There's a tank right there, a basic fluid tank with water already in it. Can we make, that's basic, can we make the advanced? I like this because it keeps the water in it, but you can see it actually goes down about halfway. That's kind of cool. And I need more iron and the tank. And I did save the iron over here. I didn't use it all up. It's just in case. So that's good. So like that and there. And let's do the other tank, the biggest one. Why not, right? So we're going to get that one, the ultimate fluid tank. Okay, so that's for the water. And then we want to make the Evertide amulet. That fills it up with water. Okay, so that'll provide our water. Okay, so we really need to get some other pieces like pipes and things. And I've been using these ultimate pipes. These things have been really good for me so far. So if I can see there's pipes, that's really good. And, man, I don't know why it keeps moving around. Stop doing that. That's for gas. And probably the configuration tool. And I'm going to grab some of my pipes that I need up here, okay? So we'll grab some of these pipes and some upgrades and some wrenches. We also probably might need, what else could we need down there? Power. So we'll get a flux plugs points, right? Not the plugs. Yeah. Not the plugs. Receives energy. Reason about adding energy to the flux network. No, not plugs. We just want points. Okay. Oops. That's what I thought. I thought I had some weird ones. Okay. Anyway, let's go back and do this. I know I'm kind of like getting a little stuck here, but that's okay. So over here, we definitely have oxygen here and hydrogen over here. So what I want to do is, first of all, get a crusher. So let's set this up over here. My headphones just went off. We're going to have that going into a crusher. This is going to be, the crusher is going to be taking in a material like saplings. Let's go get a sapling real quick. Because this has 32 EMC value, but it crushes down. It should give us what we need for this material. So I'm going to say go in here. Okay. And then this side on here, I want to side. This side will be input. Should it be inputting? It should be inputting right now. I don't know why it doesn't do that, but okay. So we'll move this. And we'll move it to one away here. And these, I can probably use this kind of pipe perfectly fine. There we go. Okay, so this should be receiving. Okay, it is receiving saplings. We just got to give this power. So I'm going to provide it power with one of these flux points. And there it is. It's already starting to crush. This will generate the, I don't remember what it's called, the biomatter. Is that correct? Yes, biofuel. And this is used for making in a pressurized reaction chamber, is used to make ethylene and substrate. So we need to make a pressurized reaction chamber next. Okay, we're making the pressurized reaction chamber, so that should be there. Okay, and so we're going to set this up, and we're going to be passing into it the biomatter here. So let's see. Can I put this right next to here? I think I can. And this is an input, so we're going to have this side over here be output, and I want this side over here to be input. Okay, and this I probably have to say auto eject is on. Okay, and there we are. So you can see it is getting the biofuel. That's excellent. Now, what do we need here? We're trying to make ethylene. Ethylene, you get ethylene from the pressurized reaction chamber also. But we need to have hydrogen and water. Okay, so we got to fill that up. So I'm thinking like we can have, right here is our hydrogen. So if I put this as a gas pipe right there, and I set this to extract, and we'll fill this up with one of these right here. Are we getting the hydrogen here? Not yet. That's because this side is probably not set as input. It is set to input for the dark red. That's fine. So probably this side does not have an output here. It is blue. Okay, so there we got our hydrogen. Great. Now the other source can be water. So I want to have like a water source, and I'm going to put this tank right here. And it's going to be set to empty, and we're going to put the amulet here, and there we go. We have lots of water. That's a nice little trick. I'm glad we have that. And I'm going to use this for fluid, say extract. And we're going to put one of these in here. Okay, so that should have everything we need except for power. And I didn't grab a power pipe. Haha, figures. All right, this one's going to be a little bit stubborn because we also have to get the outputs here of blue, which is an item, and this is the ethylene. Those are two sides, and you can already see we've used up all the sides. So I'm going to put below this, I'm going to put the power right here. Okay, so if I put this plug, it should hopefully connect up. And then I should be able to hit it here and set it up on my network. Okay, so that's working, and then I can replace that there. So that's where the power is going to go. Now you can see it is generating ethylene. It is generating substrate, and that's what we wanted to get. So let's go back to the quest here and look what we need to do. We need to get liquid ethylene. So we got to convert to ethylene using a condensating device, right? Okay, so we got to get another one of those. All right, here that is. We have that now, and we'll put it down here. So let's go back and get this set up. This should make us the liquid ethylene, right? And so I'm going to put this, I'm going to put it coming off of the top here. I don't know. Yeah, let's do it at the top here. I'm just worried about getting power to it, but let's do it right here. Okay, so that's that. And it hooked up to this, and I definitely don't want that. So here. Something happened there, but I'm not sure what. That's okay. Empty, empty, empty. Everything's empty. Okay. So this device here, I want the item to come from the bottom, really. So let's make that input. What are we inputting up here? We're putting liquid, right? The ethylene, which would be a gas. Okay, so from the bottom, be a gas input. Okay, so this one needs to go up to the top. This thing gets kind of weird for me. Energy, fluids, gases, output. And there we are. Ethylene is going to go into here. And so we want it to go this direction. So it definitely needs to get some power. So I can probably route power like that and hit this on extract. And we're going to get one of those updates right there. Okay. So is this running now? It is. And it's making liquid ethylene. That's good. And that's one of the things we need to hear. Liquid ethylene. We need to have oxygen and we need to have substrate. Well, we're also making substrate here. And this line right here, this is basically, this device is making up oxygen. You can see it's ready to go. So this is the oxygen output. So I can tee off of this line into whatever we're making. So what's the next piece? Another pressurized reaction chamber. Okay, here we go. We've got that. That works out very nicely. Good. And we're going to go down here, and we're going to put this device, let's just put it right in front here. Okay. And so what we want to do is on the front, we're going to output the output of that item. So we're going to say, which is an item, right? So it's a, well, what is this? It's blue. Substrate should go out the front, right? But it's not, it's item config. Okay, out the front is blue. And we want auto-eject on. This is the other device, and we're going to say the back is not energy, it's input. And there we have all of that. That's excellent. Now we got to get the two fluids here. We're trying to get basically oxygen and liquid ethylene. So the liquid ethylene needs to come across out of this device and down. So let's say it's a liquid, so it should be a liquid, right? Nope, not that one. That one. Okay, and we're going to say on this is the front of this one is a liquid. On the front is output. And hold on, I keep forgetting to do this auto eject. It's on. That's gases. Hold on, where's fluids? Fluids, I'm on fluids, okay. And on this one, the top or fluids is input. So we should be able to hit this like this. And again, we'll put in one of these. And so here we do have a liquid ethylene, and you can see it's going up. That's good. So the next thing is to get the gas line into this right here. We're going to cross over this gas line here. So I have to be very careful about this. Let me close this off for now. Okay, and we're going to go... and it doesn't need to connect there. So we're going to disconnect it here. Nope. Turning it around. Don't want to do that. Make sure nothing's gone weird here. Okay, that's good. We're going to go across and over to here. So we're going to go from here. Disconnect that. Don't want that one. And across. So this should be filled up with oxygen. It is. Now we're going to hook this back up to here, which should give us... We're going to disconnect and disconnect. Okay, there we go. So this device should have everything it needs except for power, of course. And we could... I mean, you know, why not? And there we go. Okay, so it's getting power. I know it kind of looks like it's really weird, but it is working. Not enough energy. Yeah, well, okay, we'll figure that out. But there we are. We got the HDPE pellets. So that has to go to the next device, which is, what was that? An enrichment chamber, I believe. Let's go look. The enrichment chamber says using all to make this, right? And this is used in the enrichment chamber. 3 of those makes the HDPE sheets. So we need an enrichment chamber. Enrichment chamber. Make a steel casing. Make an enrichment chamber. There we go. I got to figure out what's going on with our power and see if we can like get more power, because this should be going really fast. Bypassing the limit, power surge. I'm not sure why. We got plenty of stuff on our network, don't we? Yeah, the batteries are all full, so for some reason this is not getting a lot of power. And that should be. Let me take it off the network and then reconnect it. I'm wondering why that would be, why it's so low, because it should be a lot faster than that. I don't know. I will look at that in a minute. Okay, so coming out of here is the enrichment chamber. We know it's going to have power. There's our power. This one's just dying on power. But anyway, we want the output of this, which is an item. Item output on the front. And I keep forgetting to do auto eject on. And this one has on the back is input. And there it is. So this should be making HDPE sheets. Now, is that part of the quest? It's actually getting the black one, right? So this takes, to make it, this black HDPE sheet is an induction smelter, which we can do. So we're going to grab that really quick. This shouldn't take us too long to make one. And then we just put our black iron in there. So let's give me the induction smelter. Induction smelter. We need to get a machine frame. Darn it. Tin gear. Machine frame. There we go. I need sand. I don't have any sand. Oh, gosh. So to get sand, guys, I've had to do gravel, which I got to use cobble to get down to it, I guess. So let me do this for a little bit. I got to get some sand. This just takes me a little bit of time. Got to grind it down. Unless I have some over here. I don't. Okay, so I just grind this down, and then I go get the gravel, grind it down to sand. It works pretty well, and it goes pretty quick. And we do get sand anyway, so that's good. We got the sand there. We're making induction smelter. Induction smelter. Which one of these do I need? I need to get this too. Smooth stone. Okay. So let's grab. I don't know why I ran out of power. Oh, I know why. I have this is hooked up behind here to the flowing watch of time, which is causing this to freak out. But it's kind of working, which is good. It's quick. I mean, that's pretty darn quick, right? So we'll go back over here. One last time doing this induction smelter. Oh, really? I gotta make a furnace still? I thought I would have had a furnace, but that's okay. Blast furnace. Machine frame. Induction smelter. All right. Okay. Now we're gonna go back down here. Can this go directly from the back? I'm curious. Okay, so if I put this here, and on the back side, which should be this, I'm gonna say is input, auto input, and on the front of this is items, and the blue should be the front, which should be output. Auto eject is on. And there we go. We have 8 HDPE sheets. We need to provide power. That should have power. And so now if I get that black iron that I made, which I climbed the stairs. Okay. And I don't know why this is. I have creative flight, but now I'm falling all the time. I don't know why that got into a pattern of falling. Does anybody know why that is? Because it like worked fine and then it didn't. Now it is. Does that make any sense? I don't get it. Okay, so if we put this in here, this should get us the black HDPE sheets. And that, my friends, completes that quest. Excellent. And that moves us on to the solar neutron activator. When in direct sunlight, the solar neutron activator can turn nuclear waste from my fission reactor into polonium. So we have to make this. And I think then this we can figure out. This should be that bad. Let's go see if we can make this. But now we're getting the sheets. Do I need another sheet? I don't know. Okay, solar neutron activator. We need another steel casing. There we go. And there we have that. Okay, that's good. So that's good. And the next thing, supercritical phase shifter, we're not going to make this today, obviously. But it does take some sheets and makes polonium pellets. We're going to have to get polonium pellets. Let's go see if we can work with this at all over at our reactor. So we're going to fly out here. I mean, I might need to make more of these. I'm not sure yet because I have not done this at all. It blew up. I still got a lot of waste, though. It definitely blew up. And there's no radiation going on here. That is interesting. I'm not sure why it would have blown up. It was working fine. Okay, well, I will have to fix that. But, I mean, so far it's not too bad, right? Let's get this figured out. So there is the thing. It takes whatever that is. It takes radioactive waste, probably, right? Which is, I need to get this closer here. I'm going to put it right here. Okay, and I'm going to try to pipe in, and this is a pressurized tube. And I have one of that, so I'm going to pipe this into here. Do these have sides? They don't have sides. Okay, so let me break this up here. I'm really not liking the fact that I have to work with this stuff. Okay, so we're going to go from here to here. And we're going to say, can I not? Can't change that to like pull out? Oh, it's the wrong tool. Ah! Like, what the heck? There we go. Okay, so now this device has polonium. It's already made it that quickly. Wow, and did it empty this out? It did. So in theory, if I had another one of these pipes, and I set these all to extract, it should just do it right away. Let me get another one of those. Okay, I'm now grabbing all these resources here like this. There we go. So all of it should be into here. That's kind of good. I don't know why it's showing radioactive like symbols, but that's okay. We got a lot of this polonium. Now, what do we have to do for this side? Okay, that's the question here. We got to make it into polonium, right? So how do you get polonium pellets? Is polonium? Polonium? How do you spell it? I don't even know. Let's look here. Polonium. Okay, so polonium. So how do you get polonium pellets? You got to use a pressurized reaction chamber with polonium and looks like water and fluorite. Okay, I think that this, guys, is going to be in the next episode. This is a great screenshot, by the way. Disaster has struck. So I think I've gotten about as far as I can get with this today. I don't want to get too far into this. We did a lot just getting that working. So I think that we're going to continue this in the next episode. Try to figure out how to get the rest of these polonium pellets, get my reactor running again, and maybe slow it down a little bit so it's not too bad. Yeah, I might have to do that off camera, get it running again. I'll probably set it for like 2 instead of 5 or whatever it was. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.